Today on the Ask Josh Harcus show, we are borrowing some questions from Gary Vee. Thanks, Gary Vee, tip of the hat. And we are covering personal branding, how to manage a brand, and how to run an awesome company retreat.
Austin asks, what is the smoothest way to transition from posting on your personal Facebook page to your fan page? Post on both?
Great question, Austin. It really just depends on where you want to invest the most, or rather, where you want to have the most value come from. If you've invested a lot of time already into a personal page and you're seeing good results from that, then double down on it. Invest a lot in posting there. If you have a lot of history on your personal page, not your branding fan page, not your business page, then focus on just building more of a community. Of course, you're capped at 5,000 friends, but you're not capped at how many followers you have. You can look at really interesting people that are thought leaders that have done this, Robert Scoble being one of them, where he posts everything on his personal Facebook profile, and because he can have followers, because he can do Facebook Live all from that profile, he gets a lot of awesome traction from it. Now myself in particular, I have a business page, Josh Harcus. So facebook.com/Josh Harcus is my business page, and facebook.com/Harcus is my profile. So I have 10,000 followers on my business page and I have 5,000 followers on my personal profile. So what I like to do is if it's a video that I'm uploading, I like to put that on my Facebook business page and then I'll reshare it from my personal page. If I'm doing Facebook Live, because I can't do that from the business page, I'll do that from the personal page and then reshare it from the business page. It's a little confusing, I know, and I hope some of this made sense, but I would suggest just basically figuring out where do I want the most people going to? Where do I want everyone to go to? If I could only tell them one link, where would I want them to go? And then whatever you decide, just double down there and fan out your content from there. Meaning like, if you're sharing here, you can syndicate or reshare from other places to get people to go back to that one main hub.
Riley asks, what is the best way to scale a personal brand?
Great question, Riley. So some of the things that you got to remember are people are only following you if they're getting value from you. The best way to do that would be to ask them outright, how can I help you? What can I do for you? A lot of times doing these kind of videos is great branding for me. Fostering the Q&A sessions, providing advice. A lot of people ask me for advice, so if there's a certain area that you're finding people asking you a bunch of questions, whether it's if you're a personal trainer or if you love gardening and a lot of people ask you a lot of gardening questions, you should start doing videos about gardening because it's the same answer you would give if you were in a one-on-one conversation, but you can have an environment like this where you can record it and now multiple people can benefit from that one question. So the best way to do it would be to start recording videos. As far as in the mediums you want to do that in, depends a little bit on your audience, on who you want to grow your personal brand in right now. Snapchat is super hot. I highly suggest you focus on Snapchat. There's a lot of reasons for that, but right now it's where the attention is going to be. So getting on Snapchat, providing insight for the gardening example, showing your garden on a regular basis, providing updates, giving some secret tips, giving some insider knowledge, that's all very, very valuable, and that gives people a lot of reasons to follow you. Similar in the same way that Gary Vee is doing like Snapchat secrets, do that, but for whatever industry or for whatever focus you have. Also, I would say just curate an email list. The best way to harness the attention is to do it in mediums that convert the best. Snapchat converts really, really high. Instagram converts really, really high. Twitter, less so, and the same with Facebook. Less conversions because there's just so much noise. Now with email, if you can curate a really good list of people opting in because they're interested in your floral secrets or whatever it might be, or different areas that you find interesting, You can focus on curating that email list and then providing really, really good insight and then linking back or referencing things you mentioned in your Snapchat posts, in your Instagram posts, whatever, so people, again, will become more immersed with the content you have to offer.
Joshua asks, upcoming sales team retreat with satellite team, key topics, overall objectives?
Great question, Joshua. So we just got back from our company retreat, and we've been reading through a book called Traction. I think John will post Traction somewhere around here so you can see what the cover looks like. Great book to read through. Mainly deals with communication issues with teams and how to build basically it gives a perfect framework of how to build a plan to facilitate good communication within teams. So let's answer your actual question. The main objective of your retreat should be to accomplish three main things: unifying, empowering, and launching. So every single time you should be focused on what are the goals that unify us so we all are on the same page of what's going on and where we're headed. Do we have the right tools to be empowered to reach those goals? Tools being worksheets, processes, software, hardware, teams, whatever it is that are the tools that will help you reach those goals. And then launching. Let's do this. Let's motivate. Let's come together as a team. We can do this. We're going to hit these goals. We're going to exceed these goals. Those three objectives should be the main focus for every single retreat you have. If you do that, at the end of the day, you'll be good to go. One major key pro tip is make sure you take the time to plan out agendas for every single day of the retreat. Have it detailed planned on what you're going to be discussing. If you have multiple documents that you're referencing, link those documents in the agenda so everyone can get on their laptops and follow along together, and that'll keep everyone unified and empowered with the right tools so you can actually launch a successful retreat. Good luck. Great questions today. I know they were referenced to Gary Vee, but I'm happy to jump in. Gary Vee gets a lot of questions, and I'd like to provide value in any way I can. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like it. Now, depending on what platform we're on, that could be over here or over here. I'd love to know if you're watching this on Facebook or on YouTube, and feel free to subscribe for more videos. Keep the questions coming. I'm happy to answer them.